Hello, fellow traders. 'Tis I, the Rumpled One. It is Tuesday, February the 6th, the year 2018. The best system. I get asked from time to time from new traders, which system do you suggest? Which one should I use? What's the best system? And my usual response is always, you have to pick one, stick with it, and see if it works for you. So the best system is the system that works for you. It's just that simple. Even if it has squiggly lines, if it works for you, then that's the best system for you. You see, asking what is the best system, that's really not a very good question. You know, as Anthony Robbins would say, you want better answers, ask better questions. So what's the best system for me? What is a system that's simple enough that I can follow the rules, that I rarely break the rules, and that produces profit? I mean, what more can you ask? So, once again, the best system is the system that works for you. Now, no matter what system you use, you better follow the money and risk management. Because failure to do so, then I don't care what system you use, it's not going to work out in the long run. Now, let's look and see here. Okay, we still have the Euro Yen still hasn't filled that gap. And you can see here the pound for the week is taking a slight turn. We broke out of the previous week's low. So once again, a simple system is where you trade off of the weekly extremes, the high and low, the previous week's extremes. And you can see here, that was an inside bar. So that was something to look for. So maybe you say, you know, what I will do is I will look for inside bars on the weekly, and I will trade inside bar trades. I believe right here looked like an inside bar. There was an inside bar. And here was an inside bar. Yeah, there's an inside bar. So you see, it's not going to happen every week, but if you look around on different pairs, I'm sure you can find one. And in fact, maybe I could even add that to the chart. I believe I might have an inside bar function. Let me take a look. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to show the indicator list, but I think I have an inside bar function here. Let's see. Do I have inside bar? I think I have inside outside. Yes, I do. Is outside separate or part of it? No, outside separate. So we do have inside bar. We can put that, no, I don't know. Stick it, let's just say column 1. And we want weekly, and we want it on bar number 1, the previous. I don't think it has a threshold. Yeah, here we go. Inside bar 1 week ago. So that's how we can do that. Looking at the daily, as you can see here, it pretty much ended the day with no wick, bam, and just continued in the same direction. I sound like John Madden, except I think he went boom. But as you can see, price went up and then came back down. So trading the daily open or the buy zone, 102 pips off that open, 147 off the high. You can see we're in the lower rat zone right here. And look at the ranges. Look at all these ones that have maxed out. We got the euro, pairs looking like they're maxing. We got the yen pairs looking like they're maxing. So there's movement there, movement. And as we just spoke earlier about the buy zone, you can see here a trigger, you'd be out, trigger, small profit, open coming down, open, small profit, maybe a loss, trigger probably stopped out. So you can see here it was all choppy during the Australia, New Zealand, Asian sessions. And then I guess London started to smooth things out. Even though right there you had another one to the downside, but finally you got the big break here. You got an upside break there. So maybe you want to trade the daily open crossover with the buy zone. That's something to think about. Very simple system. Of course, the rat zone, trading off the reversals, and in fact the pound is the pair that led me to the discovery of the rat zone, because I always noticed these long tails for the most part on the pound. You see, every now and then you get these small tails like there and there, but for the most part, wow, that one's small both sides. You get something in the range of 20 pips or more. See, it's 21 off the high. I mean off the low right there. And looking further, it never hit the pivot. There's S1. There's S2. We shift this to H4. We can see there's the weekly. S2, daily, S2, right in this area. Okay. Obvious, the price action. Once again, it's just price action. We've got red to, or green to red. You see the break of the low, or you take that trade at the line. You see a lower high. Bam, making lower low, lower high, lower low. Price action. It's no mystery. And don't let all those people on those other forums fool you. They're just trying to make themselves seem smarter than what they are. I mean, I remember falling for that crap a decade or so ago. Oh, you've got to know price action, blah, blah, blah. But nobody ever defined it in simple terms till I came along. And I just figured it out. Simple terms, anybody can understand, anybody can follow. And I've got a few price action videos in case you want to go through the steps. It's not difficult. It really isn't. Okay, looking at the 5 lines from yesterday, trading at the line here, which would be pretty much the open and close there. Actually, we've got the close and the low right here, so we've got that breakout. Not much of a wick zone at all, but breaking to the downside. So probably if close is near the low of the day or high of the day, within like a pip or two, you have to know there's going to be some action off of that area, one way or the other. Okay, and here we go. We've got the wick zones. Like you said, there wasn't much of a wick zone. Looks like 0.2 of a pip or something. That's just crazy. And you can see the action very clearly. And looking at the holo zone, as you can see right now, we're probably going to get a new holo. Top of the hour is almost here, so we might just keep this on the video for another. There we go. A new holo zone is established. Now, for the traders, you wouldn't want to jump in this trade immediately. That's usually not the way holo works, especially new traders. You want to have an open inside, so at the line you've got price movement this way. So right now we've got that higher low. You really want price to test this, but that being said, 36.56, that's 20 pips right there off the low. Actually, right here to here is 20 pips. So you can see here, I guess I really don't have a GPS in here. Might have to add that to it. Even though that's a 2016 indicator. Maybe I'll update it for 2018. Because people ask me, it's like, can I get the holo zone and the wick zone? I mean, wick zone, if I remember correctly, is 2014. Holo zone's 2016. The dashboard's 2017. They want me to throw all these indicators, but as I tell you guys, I'm not in the indicator business. You know, it's just that I'm, you know, my background, I was a programmer, analyst. So I've been doing that as long as I've been trading, but I don't have an indicator business. You know, I don't want an indicator business. I mean, I do this to help out my fellow traders. And yes, some of them are donational. That's only because it just takes a few rotten apples to spoil the bunch. And my buddy Ben, aka Airball, said, hey, you know what, don't give those guys your good stuff like that. I mean, he got some really good code. I mean, but I said, you know, but I want to help people. You know, you can't just not help everybody because of a couple bad apples. Go, well, look, you know, those guys who you do it for, they appreciate you, so why don't you do it like this? You know, have them like buy you a steak dinner, you know, so you can, you know, go out for a nice steak dinner. So that's how that got started, if you haven't heard that story. So that's why the donations are 50 or more, so I can go have a steak dinner. But you guys know, if you watch my other videos, the non-trading videos, you know I got the party shack and I'd be grilling my own steaks. So you buy me a slab of beef, but I'll grill my, but I guess in a way that's still buying me a steak dinner. Anyway, enough of that. Back to the charts. Okay, you squiggly line traders, right there, you're following that squiggly line. Oh yeah, and somebody asked me about the 3 ball and the 2 ball and the 1 ball. So right there, that's from the 3-level ZZ indicator, and I have modified the heck out of this indicator. It's got a lot of stuff. In fact, if I turn on the mods, turn off training wheel, show TRO mods, you can see the screen gets filled up with lines and all kinds of things. Gives you all the numbers and targets. Some of them are hard to see because it usually have that on a black background chart. I guess maybe it doesn't really matter. I could probably background there, foreground white. Yeah, there you go. And just turn that around like that. And the tick chart, as you can see, moving along. And I'm gonna have to do another mod, because if this line and this line are far apart, then the ticks get really squeezed. So I'm gonna have to put an option in there where you can turn either one on or off if you just need that reference. But remember, when you do, you kind of miss out on the ticks. But anyway, fellow traders, the best system is the one that works for you, because it's not what you trade, it's how you trade it. TheRumpledOne signing off to go drain the banks.